Welcome back to the channel. So I did a little something. Went pheasant hunting for the first time. Had a great time. But hey, here's a problem. For some reason, the first two clips, no audio. So that I'm holding right now, that's not chicken. So, why am I cooking pheasant in an air fryer? Well, I couldn't find anybody else doing it. And just to be smart, since I'm also cooking something for my queen, I decided to do the same recipe with a couple of boneless, skinless chicken breasts. So, I'll just dub this until we get our audio back on the third clip. Hang out with me. So we're back. As you can see, I got the chicken breasts and the pheasant right in front. And what I'm making is maple apple pheasant and maple apple chicken. But before I can do the pheasant, I got to get it in this brine, in this marinade, to soften it up a little bit. So it's going to soak for about 2 hours. That's what I'm doing here. And then also, what I decided to do, because of the size of the fryer, is just do the chicken ahead of time. You know, guys got to eat. So, and I was real hungry. So some of the seasons I'm using: black pepper, garlic powder. I got a poultry dry rub that has no salt in it. And then I got some kosher salt as well. So if you're going to try to do this recipe, the first thing you got to do is be able to open up the syrup. Had a little problem there. Anyways, soak it real good. Then you want to put your seasonings on one by one. Make sure you season both sides. If you're only seasoning one side, you're only getting half of the flavor. So anyways, take your time getting the seasoning right. Layer it up real good. By the way, I need to give credit to the Barbecue Pit boys, because that's where this recipe came from. Except for I wasn't going out in the snow and firing up the old grill.
Okay, look, I got a confession to make. My air fryer is not big enough to put 2 pheasant breasts in, 2 full pheasant breasts, so really 4 pheasant breasts, and the boneless, skinless chicken breasts. So, I had to cook the chicken first. I'd rather be safe than sorry, so yeah. So, anyways, let's take it out. We're gonna check it out, and it looks awesome. Look at that. It smells, I can smell the maple syrup. Yeah, the maple syrup, and it smells absolutely wonderful. But I said we were making apple maple chicken and pheasant breast. Where's the apple, you say? Well, I'm gonna take a shortcut, because that's what I do. Bam. Apple. So, we're gonna get a spoon, and we got the applesauce, and I'm just going to dollop some applesauce on it. And this chicken, actually, as good as it looks, it still has about 5 more minutes left in the air fryer. Man, it looks so moist and juicy. And I've been cooking it, just so you know. I did it 10 minutes at 375. 10 minutes at 375. Then I flipped it, and I did it another 7 to 8 minutes. And really all I'm doing with this applesauce, is really just heating it up to heating it up with the chicken. So we'll make sure we get enough on there so that it's you get some apple in every bite. It's not gonna go on both sides, it's just gonna go on one side. And I don't think I can tip this enough to show it to you, so I'm gonna grab the camera and voila. And we're gonna stick this back. Oops, I guess I should show it to you. There you go. So we're gonna stick this back in here for about 3 to 4 more minutes. Make sure it stays juicy. Don't want no dry chicken. And we'll be right back. Peeps, it is done. Well, the chicken is. We're gonna come back and do the pheasant in the second part of the video. However, keeping it brief, this is for the queen. As you can see, it looks pretty good. I topped it off with some steamed broccoli. You can see it's still steaming. The chicken's still steaming a little bit. And before I take it in for the ultimate judgment, I'm going to just, indulge in a morsel myself. Cut. Oh. I'm literally having memories of my childhood. The sweetness and the natural apple taste really combines with the maple and the little kick from the poultry. If I were to do it again, I think I would add maybe some jalapeno salt or something with a little extra spice to it, but it has really good complex flavors. Oh, it's really good. It's just good. Yeah, I'll be back. Yeah, we're back. And the apple maple chicken was outstanding. So, I started this video though about the pheasant, and here is the pheasant. It actually sat in the brine for 2 hours, which is good. So we're gonna pull it out right here. And so we don't make a mess, we're gonna set this in the bowl, set it to the side. Oops. Now we're gonna pat this dry. Close to dry anyway. And it should be nice and ready to be tender cooked. All right, we'll set that. We will get our maple syrup out. Now, some people would say, separate the breast meat from the bone, but I'm one of those guys that likes a bone-in ribeye. I kind of feel like it gets more flavor. It's completely unscientific in my thinking, but it is what it is. So again, we get the maple syrup all on there. And I'm gonna keep it whole. I mean, I could cut it in half, I guess, with the bone, but I'm gonna keep it whole, just like that. They're gonna sit in the air fryer, just like that. So, probably have paper towels near me. Let's get to seasoning. We got our poultry rub. We got our garlic powder. Got our black pepper. And we got our kosher salt. And last but not least, we got our Grill Mates maple flavoring. And whoops. And we're gonna push it in. And we're gonna do a flip. And we're gonna do it again with my paper towel. Paper towel is for the salt. All right, do it again on this side. This is salt-free, by the way. That's why I'm doing a pinch of salt. I like to control my own salt intake. A little garlic powder. Whoop. And just a pinch of salt. There we go. Okay, now we are good to go. I'm gonna do one thing different with this that I didn't do with the chicken, and that is I'm just gonna take a lime and I'm going to cut a lime in half. And just give it a little squeeze. Right, just a few little drips of citrus on it. Just because I want to, that's why. All right, now it's gonna go into the air fryer just like that. And I'm going to do it low and slow. I'm gonna do 350 for about 10 minutes. 350 for 10 minutes, and then we'll come and see what's going on with it when we flip it. All right, be back in a minute. And we're back. So it just finished the first 10 minutes. Let's take a look at it, see what we got here. Looks really good. Nice golden brown. We're almost done. So we're gonna do something a little different than we did with the chicken. We're gonna add the applesauce on the flip. So let's flip her over. And because it's not gonna cook a full 10 minutes the second time in, I want this applesauce to kind of really cook into the meat instead of warming up with it. So we'll do that one. And let's get the second one. Y'all just have to trust me that I'm coating this really good with the applesauce. Man, this house is gonna be smelling like apple pie here in a minute. But there we go. Coated with the applesauce. We're gonna put it in for about 6-7 more minutes, 350 degrees, and then we'll do a temperature check on it and make sure we're all good. We'll be right back. All right, we're about done. We're done. We're done. So let's pull it out. And it looks really good. Let's get the temp. Pheasant temp is supposed to be 154 to 158 degrees. And we've got 155.6. All right, good. Good to go, good to go. Let us take a little piece of bird out. It's got the applesauce all over it, so it's hard to grab. There we go. Look at that nice golden bird. Got stuffed with the applesauce. Another little piece of yard bird. Yes, sir. A little juice dripping off of it. So we are going to get this. And we're just gonna cut a little snippet off so I can give y'all the money shot. Now, if my face get all crunky, that tells you something. But if it doesn't, if you hear some sweet singing, like some Sam Cooke on a Sunday afternoon, you know RC done did his thing yet again. All right, here we go. Nice little piece of meat, dab a little applesauce on it. Oops, dropped it. There we go. Let's get that smoking. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Oh, that's good. That's really good. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Yeah. I'll be right back. Yeah, I know y'all thought you was gonna come back to some pretty plate and some bottles of wine, and nah, man, this ain't that kind of party. It's good, it's gone, and so am I. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Yes, I hunt, I fish, I camp, and most of all, I love riding my motorcycle. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.